Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the latest edition of our Project 24 Income School Review. This is month 16 of our case study. Just updating you on our monthly progress as we've been doing here since we started on July 4th, 2018, which is crazy. This is month 16 for those of you guys who've been following along. So, as you guys know, what we do here is just kind of go over the progress of my sites and catch you up on what's going on through month 16 in terms of traffic, income, and you know the costs associated with running these sites, and kind of just generally any progress I've made. So first thing I want to say is October was another one of those crazy work work months. I literally had 4 trips. I was gone entirely 3 out of 4 weeks. So with that, plus some family obligations, really, there wasn't a whole lot of new content that was added, but there was a lot of work done on the sites in between times that I had. But I'll go through all that. But it was a little bit crazy. I was in Richmond, I was in Chicago, I was in New Orleans. So over the weekend for a work conference, I was all over the place. So not to make an excuse, just to let you guys understand, because I know a lot of you guys are watching this, following along, doing your own Project 24, and just to reiterate, the progress you can make in a month is a lot more in a lot of instances than what I'm doing. But I know a lot of you guys are following along and you like these updates, so it keeps me focused, at least keep working towards a goal. So I do enjoy doing them. So hopefully they're helpful. So as you know, year 2, when I laid this out, was really all about content catch up. It was really ultimate goal was trying to get one site to $1,000 a month by the end of year 2, which would be or month 24, which would be July of 2020, would make a 24-month anniversary, and try to get another site to 500 a month. I have 3 sites. In this, 2 were the original Project 24 sites. One was a site that was not Project 24, which, if you guys have been watching along, I'll link the videos below. I converted to Project 24 style over the last 3 months by outsourcing 30 complete articles from Project 24 writing group. That's actually in the course. That cost $2,600. So I was putting 10 articles a month. That ended last month. So that's site's number 3. And then last month, I actually put a poll as to what I should do next. And one of the things I put on there was site number 4. And I really appreciate everybody that responded. All your answers made a lot of sense. So I will say, I kind of let the cat out of the bag. I totally intended to take your advice and not do another site, because I agree that it would split my attention even more than it already is, and probably have them all sync. With that being said, my brother actually watches these videos and has been following along as well. So he did, had some interest in starting a site that aligned with one of the ideas I had. So long story short, we did start a 4th site. We got 1 article up so far. Well, I should say we. It's really him. I kind of walked him through the process and kind of coaching him through it, and so he's kind of building this out. So it's not totally me going nuts, but there will be a 4th site that hopefully we'll be able to share some Project 24 updates as well. And I thought that would just be another data point for you guys. So I know I'm not totally insane. You're probably like, hey, why don't you just do one right? But I am doing this kind of out of fun and learning as well. So you're going to have to just bear with my ADD in that way. So I apologize. All right. So here's the Project 24 timeline. I always put this up just so you guys know where you should be, or where, Jim and Ricky lay out in Project 24. So this is month 16, like I said, of a Project 24 case study. Right around now, you should be making your first site should have roughly 50,000 page views, be making roughly $1,900 a month if monetized properly. And your second site should have 15,000 page views, making about $1,200 a month. So those of you guys that have been following along know that I'm not at those numbers yet. I was ahead of some of the page view stats, but behind the monetization. But that early success with the page views is actually, and that love from Google is what got me to pull through this this case study, and why I recommend Project 24 is because this was done brand new, domain, no backlinking, any of that black hat SEO tactics, and building content that Google is. Sit. Hey, sit. Come on. It's okay. Sit down. Sit. I'm gonna have to edit this out now, Lil. See. Um, so let's keep going. Sorry, guys, I got interrupted. Someone came by the door there, and my dog started barking, so I had to edit that out for you guys. So let's take a look at where we are. So this is site number 1. This site is 16 months old. This site does not have a ton of content on it. It's got about 35 or so articles on it, as you guys know, so it should have way more content now. But this month, we actually broke 26,689 page views, which was really exciting, especially with the latest algorithm, Google algorithm update, which I know hit a lot of sites. So I've actually hit my all-time high, hit a couple thousand page view days, which is awesome. And if this continues, then I could potentially even move on to more premier ad services. So right now, Ezoic is doing really well. I have a link below if you guys want to. The ad revenue is doing well. But if you hit other thresholds, you can even go to other ad platforms at 25,000 page views and at 100,000 page views a month. You can apply for AdThrive. So good sign here. Overall, 136,000 page views. Lily, stop. It's okay. Now, guys, let's show you site number 2. Okay, site number 2. I will say here, I had an issue with one of the plugins that I was using. I think had an issue with Yoast, and Yoast was de-indexing a lot of it. I've now switched to all-in-one SEO. How to recreate the descriptions and the meta descriptions and title tags and all that stuff. So it was kind of going down. Now I think it's going back up a little bit. However, I think something's messed up with the pixel because I think this is doubling up the page views, honestly. I think it's closer to 10,000 page views. But I also added more ads to it, which I've since cranked back down. But you can see the time on page is lowest it's been. I was always doing about 4 minutes. So I'm going to check into this. But as you can see, it seems to be going back up since I fixed the SEO plugin issue. So we'll keep an eye on this one. Site number 3, this is the site that I commissioned the 30 articles, the 10 staple, 10 response, 10 pillar post. This month, they were all up there for at least 1 month. And this is 461 page views, 3 minutes, 45 seconds on page time. So, hopefully this one will have the same kind of trajectory as these others, because hopefully they're a little bit more monetizable right from the beginning in terms of what they're about. So we shall see there. So income. So site number 1 went up 33% ad revenue, and now of course it had a little bit more page views, so that might have counted as well. But made $186 from Ezoic, and which obviously isn't a ton of money. Last month it actually made $266. If you remember, I had 2 of the actual affiliates lead to purchases. One was for $100, one was for $50. But the ad revenue was closer to $130. So ad revenue's got up 33%. I also had a $17 affiliate sale, which actually was ClickBank. It was actually last month. So last month, I know I said I came in at $495. I actually came in at $510. So I broke the $500 mark last month. But we'll just count it, for this month since I didn't put it on there. So $203 this month. So again, you can see the difference with some of these affiliate programs that I'm promoting. When you get a sale, $100 at a time, $50 at a time, it can really bounce up your revenue, but it hasn't been that consistent. So I did add some more affiliates. I know you guys give great advice. Hey, get with it. So I did on some of the pages, the optimization. I did create some banners. I have increased the clicks to one of them particularly, which is awesome. Now I was probably getting 15 clicks a month. This past month I got about 90. However, none converted. So it's a $200 item, or course. So I'm not sure if that's going to be the norm, or we'll see how that goes. But That's where I was with site number 1. Site number 2 had $186, which I think is really funny considering they were identical. Now, of course, site number 2 has far less page views, like we said. So site number 2 is getting a EPM much higher, about $25 per thousand visitors, which is pretty awesome. But it's in that services niche, so it's a little bit more monetizable, I think. So if I could get the traffic here to be what it is the other site, I mean, this would probably be hitting around a $400 mark, which would be pretty sweet. And then this one actually has some affiliate sales through Amazon. I know this is really tiny, so you probably can't see it, but it was about $50.01 up here. And 521 clicks, 47 orders, 9% conversion rate for $793 in revenue, $47 in earnings, and there was a 3% bounty that I got, a $3 bounty, so that's how I got the $50. Now, guys, I'm selling really, really inexpensive items here. If it was 47 orders on stuff that wasn't 10, 15, 20 bucks, this would probably be $150, right? So keep that in mind when you're picking your niche and your affiliate. You know, this could probably be, in most cases, I would say at least double for most people. I'm selling some really inexpensive stuff just because that's what the articles are about. So keep that in mind. And then site. So what did I do? So site, in terms, like I said, it was very busy. I really spent it just trying to optimize some of the pages. I added two posts to site number 2, and that was really it. Did start site number 4 with my brother. So I basically just got the site up and running, went through the post recipe with him. He's researching and writing, and we're gonna see how that goes. So hopefully I can help him out with that. If not, that'll be all on him, but I will keep you updated on traffic and stuff with that as we go. And then I also signed up for a pay-per-call affiliate, Lead Smart, which is meant to help monetize that service site, hopefully. So I've spent a lot of time putting the telephone number on all the pages, some lead capture pages. So haven't really gotten a couple calls there so far, nothing that's converted. So I have to see how that works out. But I did put that in there, and I'll keep you updated as that as well. Fix the Yoast issue, meta tag, a lot of SEO stuff on site. Again, that's what I pretty much worked on. So that's where we are in terms of month 16, guys. I hope you guys are continuing to follow along. If you like this, please subscribe, hit the like button, share it would be awesome. If you decide to join Project 24, I put a link below. Some of you guys have used that in the past, which is awesome. Helps me pay for more content for these sites, since most of my stuff ends up being outsourced. But I appreciate that, and I will talk to you soon. I hope you enjoyed this. Take care.